just showing up at the Freedom of Speech rally. Freedom of speech. Yeah, that's what's up. We gotta stand up and speak out. There's power in your voice. What's up? Social media blocking me off of Facebook for conservative views. Freedom of speech is vitally important. I'm just heading to the rally here in Vancouver. Freedom of speech. We need to speak out against government, corruption, also against abuse of children, sexualizing of children. It's sexual abuse. And freedom of religion. I don't care what your beliefs are, but I believe, and they might not be something I agree with, but I believe in your right to say what you have to say, because freedom of speech is a human right. Once they take freedom of speech away, so here we are.
It should never be that multiple children are coming out together in classrooms as we are seeing right now. But what we are facing is a social contagion.
Oh yeah!
We've known about social contagion for some time now, but roughly 15 years ago, the literature began to explode on this phenomenon, and we now know that many different behaviors, like obesity, suicide, mental illness, mood, divorce, and sexual behaviors are socially contagious, and particularly amongst young people. If people had even a remote understanding of what the literature says about social contagion, or for instance the history of the spread of bulimia, they would know that what we're facing is a social contagion. Gender dysphoria used to be predominantly a male mental disorder, but now it has swung drastically the other way, with females drastically outnumbering males by significant margins, as much as by 9-1. Online communities like Tumblr and Reddit are feeding this contagion, with many detransitioners stating that this is part of their delusion at a vulnerable time. Just this last year, Lisa Littman's groundbreaking study on rapid onset gender dysphoria chronicled many of these connections. And just this last week, the world leader in the study of social contagion, Dr. Nicholas Christakis, tweeted that he believed that the incredible increases that we are seeing in gender dysphoria is a social contagion. Is anyone listening?
Jesus loves you.
Why does it have to be cash that controls our culture? Why can it not be convictions? Convictions that male and female are distinct and that must not be silent. This is why you must not be cowed by fear. This is why you must be willing to lose your reputation, willing to lose your job, willing to go to jail if it comes to that. Care, concern, and compassion demand your courage. So friends, let us step up and speak up. Thank you.
Let's get political. Let's restore.
Yo, this rally really getting riled up, man. People just want the truth. We want to have our freedom of speech. We want to be speak, because this ain't communist China.
See how our public education system has failed.
Protesters know that you are welcome here, because we will fight for your freedom of speech the same as we will fight for our freedom of speech. I will fight for your right to be trans, gay, lesbian, polyamorous, pansexual, whatever you want. I will fight for that right in Canada. 2 years ago, when I found out that they were teaching a program called SOGI, I understood that they were going to be telling little boys that they can be a girl, and little girls that they can be a boy. And I found that that did not line up with my truth, that God created male and female. And when he did, he said, "It is good." What happened next? is that I never had...
We'll be celebrating our freedom. Those are the things our forefathers fought for. How can we celebrate those rights when there are few people in our country, in our nation, in our city that oppose those rights? There are some persons, ladies and gentlemen, there are some persons, as I said, in this country, in this city, who want to use their influence, who want to use their economic power to try to change the meaning of our freedom and our rights. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to step up. We need to stand up. We need to speak out. Last summer, the Youth and Teens Department of our church in New Westminster, we planned a conference that will speak to sexual orientation and gender identity. And guess what? If that is the only time that you can be effective, make it count. Make it count. Any politician who does not surrender to God's policy, God's rule, vote them out. Any politician who refuses to see the church for what it is and who we are, vote them out. Let your vote count, ladies and gentlemen. Our children need to be protected. We may be